Hey y'all, we are back at the Cove, ready to record a new episode. I'm so excited. I am Nicole, your host, and this is Corey.
Hi, I'm Corey. Oh, sorry, the light didn't come on, so it threw me off.
You're Corey. He's Corey.
I'm Corey. I'm the other host.
So Corey, how was your 4th of July?
Very relaxing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I stayed home.
That's like a dream. I had cookout after cookout, hot dog after hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I watched the hot dog eating contest, which,
How'd that come out?
It is, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm excited. This is our first true podcast. I mean, last week we recorded, but it was more announcement-wise
And everything.
Yeah, and this is kind of just, we're getting ready
Let's
to go
do it.
deep.
Yeah.
So my question, Corey, is what's the first thing that comes to your mind whenever you hear the word mustard seed?
Since I've never seen a mustard seed, I think of mustard on a hot dog.
Or mustard greens?
Mustard greens.
Honey mustard?
Honey mustard's my favorite.
Yeah, that's really,
French
really
fries.
good. That's really good. That's really good.
Dipped in honey mustard.
Now I'm really hungry, but the reason why I bring this up is mustard seed in the Bible. Pastor talked about it a few weeks ago in regards to parables. It's a shorter parable in Matthew 13, but a mustard seed, and you said you've never seen a mustard seed.
Never seen one. Have you?
Yeah, I have. So back in the 90s, it was a popular thing to wear a necklace around your neck, and it was a heart or an oval and had a tiny little mustard seed. I mean, it is itty bitty.
Okay.
And with that mustard seed, it was relatable to faith, like a mustard seed.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know the history of a mustard seed or how that looks like, mustard seeds are so small, probably the smallest of the seeds, but they grow into the biggest of trees.
Okay.
So with that, I wanted to bring this subject up because I do follow you on social media, and I do see you post quite a bit of things, good, bad, you know, hilarious, right? And
Yeah.
I chime in every now and then.
Yeah.
By the way, your picture this morning of the sunrise was absolutely gorgeous. Did you touch that picture up or what?
No.
Like what? You're not that talented.
You're not that talented.
I love it, but
That's a 6 o'clock in the morning photo.
dudes, but
Sunrises.
preparing for this, you know, I read one of your encouragements on there, and I know people can be fly-by-night type of person whenever it comes to social media. We can
Yes.
put on that fake persona, but I do know
Yeah.
that what you post, you truly live and walk. Like, it's not a fake scenario that you're putting out there or something like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
But my question, and you know, just thinking about preparing for this episode and going through all of that, and even that Sunday when Pastor was talking, I was just like, light bulb, right?
Yeah.
How impactful are those posts, right? Like, and I'm not just
Huge.
talking about yours
Yeah.
specifically, like anybody, like
Yeah.
words are so impactful, encouragement's so impactful. And it's kind of like placing that little tiny mustard seed into somebody who's struggling or, you know, whatever that may look like. I know I'm talking a lot, but,
Yeah, you're good.
but,
I know
but
I'm
my
like-
question to you is, do you know the impact that your posts leave on people?
I do. Yeah. People reach out all the time. I think my biggest thing is when I used to go through social media, I just watch the other people's videos, people you never knew, or you don't know who they are, you don't know their real struggles, or if they're actually real or just for social media. For me, I've lived a lot of them, or I know people that have lived them, and so I do post to try to show people or plant the seed more. This is how, when I had no faith, and how little it was that the people that were put in my life to where I am now, and sitting here in front of everybody, which is definitely not where I would have expected myself years ago.
But going back to that point, right, you said someone planted, right? Like, I do know your testimony,
Yeah.
and it's amazing, and I would love for you to share it one day on a future podcast.
Yeah.
But people like our pastor Mickey Ross, right?
Yes.
He that was a huge part. You know, I could see him planting those seeds of encouragement into your life. And sometimes the words that came out of his mouth is what you didn't want to hear, right?
All the time.
But
But you
where,
have to.
but how many years ago was that? And that's just one example. I mean, I'm sure, like, I've known you forever. You know, Epic Surf Ministry, right? Like, that was a huge part. Even though you were not 100% like involved, you still showed up every now and then, and we still treated you like you've always been in, you know, the building type of thing. So
surf.
yeah. So how long ago, roughly, how long ago was that quote unquote mustard seed planted in your life?
25 years ago when I first met Mickey, and then his son Josh. And then that's kind of where it was, and then met people in Epic and friendships, you know, and even though I wasn't in the faith side, I still enjoyed the friendship side I got out of it and how people treated me. And I think that's more where it was, is I wanted to be treated a certain way, and the people there treated me that way.
Right. No, but that's real, that's super impactful, but that seed was planted, even though it didn't grow overnight, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know your story. I can tell you, you know, it's taken 25 years, right? Like, well, 23 years, right? You've been back in the fold, that we would say, but that seed lie dormant. But there's always that tugging, I'm sure, right? Like, I'm sure that curiosity was always there. But that's just a small testimony on how impactful somebody can be in your life. And huge. And it could be just like a solid hug, just somebody loving on you, and even whenever you don't feel like you deserve it. So, you know, you said that, you know, just before we started recording, you talked about, you know, 17-ish. Like, go ahead and tell us how many people have reached out, just on one post or whatever that looks like.
Simple posts that are just talking about, I mean, something someone may be struggling that day. It may have been something I was struggling with that day. So I shared that post with someone, but in a matter of time, since I've been more making these posts, I've had a good amount of people reach out. I mean, off the top of my head, there's at least 7 people I can.
But they're walking through it, right?
They're walking through it. But they're, you know, and it may be just me listening to them, just being in just a shoulder, a hug, walks on the beach, you know, just someone to walk with, you know, and I may not have the answer, but, you know, just walking with someone who may does, you know, it's great. You know, I plant those little seeds too in people, because when someone planted it in me, and I never really even realized it. That's the thing, is not realizing someone's planting the seed, and then watching it grow.
But that's the beauty of it, right? But you look back and go, oh, I remember that conversation. I remember that person never gave up on me, or that person encouraged me to, you know, jump higher whenever I felt like I couldn't.
And that's what Pastor Mickey was to me. He was that guy who, no matter what I did, and even though I didn't have that faith and that belief, he never gave up on me. But he also never forced anything on me. So he allowed me to find everything on my own.
But he still loved you.
Oh, yeah.
Even whenever you stank, right? Like, but it's true, right?
Yes.
Like, but I picture Jesus, right? Like, we can go off track, right? But he's so constant. And he's still, and he's still going to wrap his arms around us, even whenever we do not deserve it whatsoever. And I will say, I've learned in life, and you know my history, right? I'm a preacher's kid, missionary kid. Like, I grew up in church. Church is my...
The jungles of Haiti.
That's true. I love Haiti.
You know?
I grew up there.
Yeah.
But people think, oh, it comes easy for you because you did grow up in the faith. You cut your teeth on a pew, the back of the pew. You were there every time the doors opened on Sunday. But it's not. Like, this walk is hard. And I have grown to realize that even people that come and they don't feel like they're worthy of anything, right? There's people that you're impacting every day where they're just at the end of their rope. Sometimes, and this is just my opinion in my own mind going, maybe I am the only Jesus that person will ever come in contact with. And when I say I'm the only Jesus, meaning I'm sharing that love, I'm being that authentic person, I'm being that person that is going to just wrap their arms around them, whether they're in left field or, you know, on track. But you know what I mean? Like,
no, I agree with
but
that.
I do feel like with the mustard seed, and I'm not going to like overshadow this, right? Like the mustard seed in Matthew 13, 31 through 32, it does say, you know, the mustard seed is the least, meaning the smallest, smaller of all the seeds. But whenever it starts to grow, whenever we're watering it, whenever we're fertilizing it, right? Like when I say fertilizing, that's people speaking positive, speaking life into you, speaking the word of God into you. Then that seed starts to sprout, and then the herbs that were towering over it, all of a sudden, here's the seed, right? It's growing, and now it's a big mighty tree where birds find refuge, where shade comes, right? So think about this little dot of a seed grows into this, I'm going to say mighty oak, but no, it's not a mighty oak, but you know what I mean?
A giant tree.
A giant tree. And I will say, you know, not putting you on the spot, because I know this is kind of our first type of podcast thing, but I've seen that in your life, and I see that as a testimony, right? Like you were that person that somebody came and spoke into you and planted that seed. And
took me a while,
but they continue to nurture it. Yeah, but
they
continue to nurture it, right? Every time they saw you, it was a big hug and how are you doing, and a listening ear.
Yes.
You know, it's amazing how God just uses that. And yes, we might not see things exactly again, right? It's in God's timing, not our timing.
Never
right?
Our timing.
We're the type of people that are like, what is it? Like Burger King, have it your way. Like I'm ordering it now, and I want, like, it's a fast food restaurant. But seeing that over time, where they never gave up on you.
No.
Did they want to sometimes? Probably,
sure.
right? Like
I'm sure Pastor Mickey wanted to beat me a few times.
It might have did you good.
It probably would have done good.
It would have did really good.
You know, but.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
that when you, like the people of this church particular, I think that's where I was seeing the signs of things that were changing in me by different people here, people that you didn't know, or you didn't even think they knew you, you know, and they were offering you hugs or just gentle words of advice, or, you know, complimenting your children, even if they're feral. You know, we won't go there.
I'm going to question that one.
Question how great
I love
your
your
kids
babes.
are.
I love your babes.
They're like, oh, they're so gentle and calm. Feral.
They're kids.
They're kids. But it's just like the love of the church is wonderful here.
Yeah,
and I think
100%.
That's what grew me the most.
And I love it. And it's funny because I am the praise and worship director here.
Yes.
So I'm on stage and people know more about me than I know more about them.
Yeah.
And but you live your life as an open book. So what do you want to, you know, portray? Yeah. Right? It's just,
I like
amazing.
to show people how the love of God and support can change people.
I love it.
Wonderful.
I think that's that's a good stopping point. And
how you can take a heathen and turn them heavenly.
I love that. Yeah.
That's my favorite quote.
But it's true though, and it takes just like the faith, right?
It does.
A small amount of faith, but then it grows and grows and grows. And look, you know, like there's some really great things that's going to be happening, right? Like I see it.
Wonderful.
So.
I can take a moment that I wouldn't walk into a church to a moment where how many things am I involved in here?
Yeah.
Or people come to me and ask me to be involved in. It's
true.
Makes me happy.
You've turned into quite a leader in that sense.
You know,
I love it.
I just go for the hugs.
No, it's good. And we do love on people here at this church. And I call it, you know, a hospital. You know, we're not looking for the perfect person. We just want somebody to come in. We can love on them and show them the love of Jesus.
Yeah, it works.
That's all. And it works.
So
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us with this episode. Technically number 1 under our belt.
Yeah, number 1.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
2,
our producer is telling us 2, but the first one was announcements, and that's, you know, that was hilarious. We had a phone that was freezing and was still capturing your face. I love it. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and I hope to see you guys next week as we talk about another topic that comes up. So, bye for now.
Awesome.